Hey guys, so showing you guys how to finish off your yoga practice with a cool down. This is something that you can take as much time as you want, almost going into like restorative yoga status where you're taking maybe 2 or 3 minutes per pose, really focusing on stretching, opening up the spine, relaxing the body. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is lay back, all right? So try to stretch those knees. You can grab hand over wrist, pulling the knees into the chest. Exhale and relax those glute or those hip compressors and extensors. And as we gently release, the feet are going to come down. Try to keep the legs parallel. And then we always try to keep the feet underneath the knees. Don't have them really far out or really close to the glutes. Hands are down at the sides. Arms are parallel. As we bring the hips up, we try to maintain at least a level hip body. So the spine is straight, the hips are pushing upward. You're engaging those quadriceps and then the glutes in the back, as well as all of the dorsal muscles of the back, all right? This one you could use every night before you go to bed. Technically, it's an inversion posture, which means that your heart is elevated higher than the brain. All of your oxygenated blood is going to collect in your brain, and that's a technique in yoga we use to stimulate new cellular growth for our brain cells, all right? So after you're done, however long you want to do it, we come down. We're going to take our hands together, grabbing the right knee, extending the left leg down, pulling that right knee into the chest, going as far as comfortable. Try to exhale, and while your lungs are empty, it relaxes the nerves throughout the body so you're able to get a deeper, more relaxed stretch. Exhale. You also create more space in the diaphragmatic chamber, allowing folds, contortions, and such compressions as this to go deeper without any force, all right? Gentle release, never let it go like a slingshot. Always gentle, controlled. Hands on the other knee, pulling back, exhale. Lungs are empty, pull in, relax. Try to get a nice deep stretch. And we gentle release, not all the way. We're going to take that left knee, cross it over to the right side of the body. When the knee touches the ground, we now focus on the upper opposite left shoulder, and we try to drop it down to the ground. Don't worry if it doesn't touch. And we stretch out that left hand, and then we relax the body. Exhale, release tension. This is something you can do in your bed before you even get out of bed in the morning and your feet touch the floor ready for a bright new day. Is stretch. This is to help the dorsal muscles, the gluteal muscles, and a little bit of the chest and shoulder as well, all right? So get a nice deep stretch. Again, please take this cool down as long and as slow as you want. We take the other knee, pull it up, cross it over to the left side. When that knee touches down, we then focus on the shoulder. The shoulder then opens up, stretching, relaxing, exhale. And when you're ready, gently bring the legs back to center. So we're going to cross the legs, raising, or cross the ankles, raising the legs. You can have the hands down here. For counterbalance, it's sometimes easier to stretch the arms over the head. And now we extend the legs upward and then relax the knees down. So it's extension, bending, And what this helps is without any weight and without any impact, we're stimulating the knees as a joint. So we're helping recreate create new cells for ligaments, tendons. This will help your LCL, ACL, MCL, the tibular tendon, all of those basically circulate new cells that will give you stronger joint health, all right? We're gonna switch, going other ankle crossed over, and extend, bend, extend, bend. Keep it going. Keep breathing throughout all of this. There we go. And when you're ready, come on down, all right? Legs down. We're going to put feet together and then separate those knees apart. Hands go down the sides. This is just to kind of release tension from the pelvis that may have collected in your pelvic tendons, all right? So relaxing the groin, pelvis area. You can do this again for 5 minutes if you wanted to. Just relaxing. It really, really, really helps dissipate stress and even inflammation if you have problems in that area, right? Turn your hands over. With the hands, try to close and assist the legs, all right? So, as we're going to basically raise the legs up, and we're going to also bring the hands together, try to come into a nice V-sit, all right? Again, breathe. If you have trouble with stabilization, you can always bring your hands out to the sides. Try a couple V-sits, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down and relax. There we go. Just a couple seconds, relaxing the spine. Now with the right hand, we're going to take the middle index finger and we're going to grab the big toe on the right foot. Now, if you have trouble extending and you're really shaking and everything's really tight, you can actually extend and sit up. This will help you. If you can get to that point, then maybe just try to test if you can extend all the way back. This is a pretty intense stretch. So with a belt, you can actually do this a lot better. Yoga belts are amazing assistance for us to do better yoga. It's always better to have higher quality technique than it is to strain, stress, and to force your body into all these different techniques, all right? So when you feel you got enough, you're going to gentle bend, gentle release. And we switch. Left hand goes up, left index finger, grab that left big toe. And again, if you can't extend here, you just push, coming up. Maybe hold here. You can stabilize yourself with your right hand. And if you want, sit back. Now stretching the legs like this is nice because we don't use gravity, we're using muscular and basically structure resistance. So you're not gonna really hurt yourself the same if you're doing a deep forward fold standing, all right? So bend, gentle release. Okay, so this is, I'm going to turn just this way so you guys can see a good profile here. So this is reclined pigeon. This is another perfemoris stretch. Crossing the right ankle over the left knee, right hand goes through the legs, both hands grab that left knee, and then we pull into the chest, holding as long and as tight as necessary. Try to exhale to create more space. You can always raise the head and compress a little bit deeper, all right? So when you're ready, that one you can do for a long time. It's great. It really helps the perfemoris. Again, if you have any sciatic nerve issues, all right? We cross the left ankle over the right knee, left hand goes through that hole, grabbing that right knee, pulling it in towards the chest, all right? If you want a deeper stretch, you can adjust, pulling that foot down farther on that quadricep muscle, and then hugging in deeper, all right? And we gentle release, all right? So, finishing off afterwards, of course, you want to finish with a strong inversion. That could be a plow pose, that could be Salamba Asana, something where your legs are up in the air and your heart is higher than your head. There's an advanced one, Sirsasana, candlestick, where you're on your head, all that kind of stuff. But for basic beginners, just putting your legs against the wall and just relaxing, letting all that collected blood flow down freely, recirculate through your circulatory system and collect in the brain. Thank you guys, and be safe and have a good practice, all right?